Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now folks, get ready because what I'm about to tell you has serious implications for the Eagles' future and the NFC East as a whole. We all know that Howie Roseman has built this team not just to compete, but to dominate, to chase that elusive Lombardi trophy year after year. And in recent seasons, especially after that incredible Super Bowl run in 2017, the Eagles have shown a knack for making shrewd moves, for capitalizing on opportunities that most other franchises might overlook. But what's happening right now, in the middle of this offseason, could take things to an entirely new level. And it all centers around a name that's been making waves across the NFL, Jaire Alexander. For those of you who follow the league closely, you know Jaire Alexander is a top-tier cornerback, a player who has consistently proven himself not just as a shutdown corner, but as a game-changer on defense. He's a former first-round pick, a guy who's made multiple Pro Bowls, and someone who's been regarded as one of the most versatile and instinctive cover men in the league. His ability to lock down opponents, top receivers, and his exceptional ball skills make him a perfect fit for any contender looking to bolster their secondary. And right now, the NFL buzz is that Jaire Alexander might be on the move in 2025, especially after the Packers and Alexander parted ways recently. Imagine that, Jaire Alexander, a player born in Philadelphia, now potentially returning home and donning the Eagles' green. That's a story that would electrify the city, fans would love it, and it could have huge ripple effects across the NFC East. But let's back up a little and understand why this makes so much sense for the Eagles. Over the past few seasons, Philadelphia's secondary has been a work in progress. After losing Darius Slay in free agency this offseason, the team faces a clear need to add a veteran presence who can not only contribute immediately, but also help develop their younger players like Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll know that the Eagles have made some excellent draft picks on defense. Mitchell and DeJean were both impressive in their rookie seasons, showing flashes of brilliance and promising potential. Yet, adding someone like Alexander could turn that potential into consistency and elite performance. Think about how Vic Fangio, the Eagles' defensive coordinator, likes to deploy his secondary. He's known for his scheme versatility, allowing players to move around, play in different roles, and adapt to various offensive threats. Having Alexander on the roster would give Fangio more options, more flexibility. One of the key points that NFL analysts have been highlighting is that Alexander's skill set aligns perfectly with Fangio's defensive philosophy. He's a scheme-versatile corner who can travel across the field, match up against the league's best receivers, and even contribute in different coverages. His ability to play man, zone, and even occasionally slide into safety-like roles if needed makes him a tremendous asset. Not to mention, his experience as a veteran leader would be invaluable in a locker room that's already brimming with young talent and high expectations. And let's be honest, the Eagles are no strangers to making savvy moves in free agency. Remember how they signed A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Jalen Hurts to market value contracts that turned out to be steals. They've shown a willingness to get creative with their cap space and roster-building strategies. So if the price is right, if Alexander is willing to take a bit of a discount to come home and chase another Super Bowl, that could be a game-changer. Because, let's face it, an elite cornerback like him could elevate the entire secondary and make the Eagles' defense even more formidable in 2025. Now, you might be wondering, what about the other factors? Well, it's worth noting that Alexander's connection to Philadelphia runs deep. Born in the city, he grew up mostly in North Carolina, but the roots are there. His desire to return home, to play for the team he cheered for as a kid, could be a motivating factor in negotiations. Plus, the Eagles have shown an ability to identify players who are motivated by more than just money, players who want to win, who want to be part of something special. And with the departure of Darius Slay, the team is now in a position where they need a veteran leader in the secondary, someone who can step in immediately and provide stability. But it's not just about filling a gap. It's about adding a player who can raise the overall level of the defense. Think about the potential matchups in the NFC East. Against the Cowboys' talented receivers, the Giants' emerging pass catchers, and even playoff teams like the 49ers or Cowboys who have potent passing attacks. Having a player like Alexander, who's been tested in high-pressure situations and has a proven track record, could be the difference maker in close games and playoff battles. And if the Eagles can get him at a reasonable price, that's a strategic move that could pay huge dividends down the line. Of course, the NFL is a business, and there are always questions about cost, fit, and timing. Price will be a key factor here. But considering how Roseman and the Eagles front office have managed their market value contracts in the past, it's entirely plausible they could craft a deal that benefits both sides. They've shown they're willing to get creative with their cap space, and their history suggests they're not afraid to take calculated risks if it means elevating the roster. Think about the impact of Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith. Each of those acquisitions was strategic, targeted, and ultimately transformed the team into Super Bowl contenders. Adding Alexander in free agency could be that next move, that piece that turns an already strong defense into an elite unit capable of wreaking havoc on opposing offenses. It would also send a message to the league that the Eagles are not content resting on their laurels. They're here to compete, to dominate, and to chase titles with every ounce of their talent and strategy. And for fans, especially those who have been following the team through every offseason, every draft, and every game, it's an exciting thought. Because in the NFL, sometimes the biggest moves come in the quiet months, and when they do, they can redefine a franchise's trajectory for years to come. So, folks, keep your eyes peeled on this story because, if it materializes, it could be one of the most impactful offseason moves for the Eagles in recent memory. It's a move that could help seal their defense's place among the league's best and set them up for another deep playoff run, maybe even another Super Bowl appearance. And you can bet that the Eagles' front office is working tirelessly behind the scenes to make it happen. The NFC East is already a fierce division, but with a move like this, the Eagles could establish even more dominance, leaving their rivals scrambling to catch up. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move for Jaire Alexander? Do you think it's the right fit? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him back in Philadelphia, wearing the Eagles green again? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the team itself. Every time you share your perspective, you're helping build a stronger community, one that's passionate, informed, and ready to support this team through thick and thin. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and everything you need to stay ahead of the game in the world of Philadelphia Eagles football. So stay tuned, stay excited, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.